So we're in government buildings. Jonathan Gray is with me. He's from Ramsey Grammar School, and of course it's all about plastics. This thing is going global. It's certainly gone island-wide now. What are you doing here today with the Chief Minister?
So we're meeting with him in the hopes that we can figure out what we're hoping to accomplish in the future in terms of whether that be government funding to help us support our goals or other support just from the government to help us work together, because obviously the government does pride themselves on being a UNESCO biosphere and other things like that, so we want to make sure that we're representing those values as an island.
Well, this headline in the paper literally was a headline. This
Yes.
amount of money that's used in
Yes,
plastic in your just water alone at your school.
Yes, yeah, so we do obviously we spend it's over 22,000 a year at the moment on plastic water bottles, and that amounts to 2,000 a week being sold. So if you think about how much plastic that actually creates in a year, it's quite significant. The other major problem that we were trying to raise with the Chief Minister today is that we don't have alternatives at the minute. We don't have sufficient water fountains in the school. We don't have any other way, really, practically, to get water, which is a basic necessity. And so obviously if you don't want to use single-use plastics, we have to find alternatives.
So how do you go to the Chief? What does he have to say?
So the government has explained that there are difficulties in procuring 20,000 for our, or not 20,000 necessarily, but obviously compensating us for the loss of revenue, he said will be difficult as a government, but he has agreed that he is going to speak to the Department of Infrastructure, and they will be supplying us with sufficient water fountains in our school.
Oh, right. So I was going to say, almost like a fob off, but you think you have got the result there, or you're not going to take that as an answer?
I'm going to hold him to this on
Right.
camera, because in our meeting he said that within 1 month he will have action to supply us with the water fountains that we need in our school. And he has made that commitment. He has said that that is a promise.
So the schools still lose money, won't they, on the non-sale of these plastic water bottles?
Unfortunately, yes. That is the only unfortunate bit about our meeting today, is that we will have to find alternatives to try and compensate for that lack of funding, whether that be selling other products in replacement of the plastic water bottles, or possibly moving money around from other areas.
Were you disappointed that he couldn't find you the money?
Yes, I'm going to be honest, because I think that it doesn't look good on the government currently that they aren't willing to support, and we are obviously put in a position now of either taking money away from other areas of our education or other areas of the catering department in our school, which is obviously currently on an extremely tight budget, or alternatively we keep selling single-use plastic, which doesn't represent the values that the government is trying to display as an island that we are.
Just remind everyone, you're Canadian, because we've interviewed you before with your police thing. I mean, is this big back in Canada? I mean, or how do we fare the Isle of Man on this?
I think a big issue is recycling. So the Isle of Man, unfortunately, as an island, it's not so easy, but they are lagging behind significantly in we don't have any recycling facilities on the island for processing such materials.
It all has to go away, does it?
It all has to go away, and unfortunately most of it isn't at this point. It's incinerated, which obviously is a step up from landfill.
Sure, in your facts, I mean, surely if you put it in a recycling bag, something must happen to it. It doesn't just get binned, does it?
Yeah, obviously I can't say anything because I'm not an expert on the matter, but the majority of our waste here does get incinerated.
Okay, well, we'll toddle up and see you maybe in a month's time at your school, if that's okay. You give me a call when you've got your fountains in place.
Yes, well, the Chief Minister has given us an email address to go to, and I will be emailing him in a month's time to ask how progress is getting along with the water fountains.
No, in a month's time you should be emailing him saying thank you for the fountains.
Well, exactly, yeah, that's what I would hope to achieve. Exactly, yeah. So, with any luck, that's what will happen.